The name on the flight log hit me like a hammer to the chest. Emily Voss, passenger 1 of 2. Destination, Nassau, Bahamas. Departure 8:12 a.m. I gripped the tablet, my oil-smudged fingers shaking as I stood on the tarmac of Willow Creek Airfield. The Cessna's engines were still warm, humming faintly in the early dawn. Captain Larson was waiting for my maintenance sign-off, but I couldn't stop staring at that name. My wife, who was supposedly in Thailand for a yoga retreat. "Everything okay, Nate?" Larson asked, tugging at his cap. "You look spooked." I forced a nod, scribbled my signature and muttered, "All set, Captain. Safe flight." But nothing was set. Not for weeks, if I was honest. The secretive late-night texts Emily took in the garage. The way she'd flip her phone over at breakfast. The bank statements with charges I couldn't place. We'd been married 5 years, long enough to spot her lies, long enough to know her Thailand Serenity post from 3 hours ago, a beach selfie with a lotus emoji, was a sham. Back in the hangar, I checked her Instagram. 600,000 followers adored her curated, mindful living brand. Her latest post showed her in a lotus pose against a palm tree. Comments gushed, "Queen of Peace," and "Inspo goals." If only they knew. I pulled up the manifest again. The second name twisted my gut, Marcus Tate. She'd mentioned him once, 4 months back, after a high school reunion in Raleigh. "Just a tech guy from my econ class," she'd said, brushing off the tagged photos. "Total crypto nerd now." Yeah, I knew the type. And so did my wife. In my cramped office, I dug deeper. Marcus Tate's LinkedIn screamed success. Founder of MindMesh, a decentralized wellness platform. His profile photo showed a slick guy who probably leased a Porsche and drank matcha. His company's public Instagram had him at tech summits, posing with venture capitalists. One post, from a month ago, stopped me cold. Marcus at a Raleigh cafe, arm around a brunette whose face was half hidden. The caption, "New ventures, new friends." She wore Emily's bracelet, the gold one I gave her for our 2nd anniversary. My phone pinged. A text from Emily, "Landed safe. Retreats unreal. Spotty signal today, so don't worry if I'm quiet. Love you. Love." I snorted, checking Find My iPhone. Her dot blinked in Nassau, matching the manifest. At least she wasn't lying about her location, just who she was with and why. I poured coffee, the bitter sludge sharpening my focus. Like diagnosing a wiring fault, I listed what I knew. Emily lied about Thailand. She was in Nassau with Marcus. She'd been distant for months, and our bank account showed $35,000 in transfers to an unfamiliar account. Our dream home fund was nearly gone. "Damn it," I muttered. Across the hangar, Pete glanced up from a propeller job. "You good, Nate?" "Yeah," I lied. "Just thinking." I wasn't thinking. I was plotting. Emily's iCloud was a goldmine. She never logged out. Her photos, unposted, showed her and Marcus at dinners, hands linked. One showed them at a beachfront lot, Marcus gesturing at plans, Emily beaming. A sign read, "Tranquil Shores Resort, opening soon." Our money. I found emails between them, spanning 3 months, outlining Tranquil Wellness Haven. Investment pitches leveraged Emily's followers. Worst of all, draft divorce papers, unfiled, waiting to secure her new life. One email from Marcus read, "With your platform, we'll be swimming in cash. Nate won't know what hit him." I cracked my knuckles, a habit before tackling a tough repair. Emily had broken our trust, our future. I'd fix it my way. I researched Bahamas business laws, found their resort was a sham, an old motel, not a luxury spa. I listed names, investors, sponsors, regulators. By evening, I had a plan. Mechanics aren't just wrench turners. We master systems, circuits, hydraulics, code. Emily forgot that. I started small. I tweaked her iCloud password, citing security concerns, locking her out of backups. Her texts with Marcus, recovered from deleted files, were damning. "Nate's clueless. I could empty the account, and he'd miss it. I redirected her scheduled Instagram posts to off hours, slipping in old photos with mismatched geotags. By noon, her followers were confused, spotting timestamp errors. Then I drafted an email to her sponsors, set to send at dawn. Due to personal legal issues, I can't ensure content authenticity. I apologize for any disruption. Vague enough to spook brands, professional enough to pass. Next, I accessed Marcus's investor portal via Emily's saved passwords. He'd scammed $150,000 from 9 investors, funneled to a Bahamas account in Emily's name, post-divorce. I screenshotted everything: fake permits, staged photos, voicemails. I emailed investors anonymously, attaching evidence of the fraud: a derelict motel, not a resort. I reported Marcus to the Bahamas Tourism Board and the FTC for false advertising. Then I booked a flight to Nassau, using our joint card, Poetic Justice. I landed at 3 p.m., checked into a budget inn, and tracked them to Sapphire Cove Resort, $900 a night. At their construction site, I found a crumbling hotel, staged with a fresh sign. Voices drew me to a terrace. Emily and Marcus sat amid laptops and papers. Marcus, on a call, pitched NFT yoga retreats. Emily chimed in, "Mention the TikTok deal." They kissed, laughing about fooling Nate. I recorded it all. At the police station, Inspector Carla Jones reviewed my evidence. "This is solid," she said. "Fraud like this hurts our tourism." That evening, officers arrested them at their hotel. Emily's sobs echoed as she spotted me in the parking lot. "Nate, why?" she screamed. I didn't answer. Marcus tried to bolt but was cuffed in seconds. Inspector Jones confirmed charges: wire fraud, false pretenses, identity theft. Emily faced extra counts for using my info. Back home, Emily's empire crumbled. Her accounts were suspended, sponsors dropped her, and news of the scam spread. I sorted her left-behind belongings, finding a notebook listing escape countries. She'd planned to vanish. Months later, Emily got 3 years, Marcus, 6. Investors recouped half their funds. I kept fixing planes, sleeping easy. Emily wasn't my problem anymore. Some people break things instead of fixing them. I'd learned to let them go.